What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610, and there are two Ghostrick monsters that were revealed that I want to talk about. These are both, of course, in Primal Origin, which is a set that's coming out, I believe, the end of this week for Japan, and we'll be getting it next as well, which will be, I think it was March. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're getting Primal Origin in March, so I can't wait for it. Of course, yet again, they come out with more cards, you know, some older archetype support, and I gotta say, I'm really excited about this set. Every time I hear about, you know, a new card being in it, I just get more and more excited about it. And hopefully, whenever it does come out in English, I might be able to save up enough money to get a case. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I really am hoping that I can get enough money to do that. And of course, we'll do an OCG opening, maybe next week or something like that. We'll try to have one soon. Anyway, though, let's talk about the cards. I know they were revealed, like, last night or something, but I was kind of busy, so I wasn't able to do the video sooner, so we're doing it now. Anyway, the first one we're going to talk about is Ghostrick Doll. It is a dark, level 2, 300 attack, 1200 defense. Its effect is it cannot be normal summon unless you control a Ghostrick monster. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. When this card is flipped face up during this turn's end phase, change all face-up monsters on the field to face-down defense position. Then you can special summon one Ghostrick monster from your deck and face-down defense position whose level is equal to or less than the total number of monsters changed to face-down defense position. Yeah, seems like a pretty awesome card, honestly. I was kind of laughing because I don't know how many times we have to say face-down defense position. It's like, maybe it's just me, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. The effect seems like it'd be very useful. I mean, I'm never really, you know, I'm not really much of a Ghostrick master, I guess. I've been really testing them out lately because I enjoy a lot of the artworks that they have, you know, like Spectre and stuff. I freaking love that Ghost card. And anyway, this card I think can really help them out. Able to flip all cards face down. I mean, that's annoying for your opponent, and it helps you out. I mean, with all the flip effects and stuff, all the shenanigans that Ghostricks do when they're face down like that. And not only that, it has a little bit of a searching effect as well. For all the monsters flip face down, you get a monster whose level is from that. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Its level is equal to or less than, I guess I should say. So yeah, that's pretty easy, especially seeing as that most Ghostricks really don't have high levels. It would not be hard at all to be able to pretty much get whatever Ghostrick monster you need. I think this card's going to really come in handy for them, and I can't wait for it to come out. I want to do some testing. I've been testing a lot of Ghostrick stuff, and speaking of, I went ahead and ordered the Ghostrick Marys I needed for a deck profile too, so hopefully we'll have that at the end of this week. I hate to promise anything, but we'll try to. I know everyone's been asking for a Ghostrick profile from me. I think I'll have it by like the end of this week because I need to wait on those cards to get in the mail, and I think I'm supposed to get them Thursday. So yeah, I know a little bit. We're kind of veering away from what we should be talking about, but I thought I would just kind of throw that in. Anyway, the other card that we're going to talk about is Ghostrick Succubus. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, you think the name's going to change for this one? It's kind of one of those that, yeah, the censoring's definitely going to change the name of this card. But I am glad, really glad, to see another Exceed monster for Ghostricks. It is a rank 2 dark, 1400 attack, 1200 defense. It requires 2 level 2 monsters to Exceed summon into it. If you control another Ghostrick monster, your opponent cannot target this card for an attack. Once per turn, you can attach one Exceed material from this card, then target one monster on the field with attack that is less than or equal to the combined attack of all Ghostrick monsters on the field. Destroy it, and if you do, as long as you control a Ghostrick monster, that monster card zone cannot be used. So yeah, that kind of reminds me of like even Ojamas and stuff, how they were just, you could just like make it where your opponent can't summon anything. They can't even protect themselves. I remember all kinds of different combos back then when people were really using Ojamas to do that, and it was pretty scary because they could literally just cut off your monster zones, and that kind of is what that reminds me of. You know, if you do all that, you cut off all 5 like that, your opponent can't even summon anything to defend themselves. So yeah, direct attacks for days. I mean, you know, they can't do nothing. So I like how this card brings back that kind of mechanic. I mean, we really hadn't seen a card like that in quite a while. I think it was the spell card I'm thinking about was like Ground Collapse 2. That also had something like that where it would get rid of 2 monster zones. I think that's the name of it. I can see the picture in my head, but I don't really remember the name. I think that's right though. But yeah, I'm glad to see a card like this. This is actually a pretty scary, pretty threatening card because you can just take away one of their monster zones. That can really hurt a lot of different decks. They can't really swarm the field as easy. So yeah, what do you guys think about these two cards? To me, I kind of find it a little funny, the artwork style they're going with, because it's kind of Ghostrick Madolches. I know those two have always been compared together anyway, but now they can really easily be compared together because they kind of look like they're really similar now. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about these, of course, whether you plan to use them. If you already use Ghostricks, will you find space for these cards? And also, are you just excited about Primal Origin as me? Maybe it's something else you're interested in. I mean, the new Quackimaru support, Ghostricks, Gustos, I mean, there's scraps. I mean, there's so many, especially older archetypes are getting support. I gotta say, I'm really excited for that set, especially the Gustos and Quackimarus. I mean, those are like two of my favorite archetypes, so I'm so glad they're getting more support. As always, thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and all the info will be in the description. Alright, later guys.